Dr. Michael Lemontowski.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Back here at Mustang Field, just 1:02 into this contest. Alyssa Victor with the opening goal for the Norwin Knights, and the Knights take an early 1-0 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. We mentioned Norwin 5-0 entering this match, 3-0 in conference play, and they have just been dominant so far this season, outscoring their opponents 43-1. The only goal they have yielded so far this season came in their opener against Kiski area, as they won that game by a score of 4-1. So they've pitched 4 straight shutouts, trying to keep it going here today against the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, as McKendra Walker plays it over here on the near side to Nikki Gresbeck. Gresbeck down the near touchline. Nice little poke there for Emily Harrigan, playing it back once again. Over to Gresbeck, and reset back on the Knights back line. And watch the passing on the Norwin side. We saw them last year here against Laurel Highlands, and they look very solid out there, and crisp passes all around as they look to attack. Already 1 goal in this game scored by Alyssa Victor, and Gresbeck again on the near side from 30 yards out. Touches it off to her left. Over to Lexi Kendro. Kendro in open space. Shot on goal, and the save made there by the Mustang keeper, Anna Sepik. So a nice save there from Sepik. And this Norwin team we mentioned, very talented. A number of players next year already have committed to play D1 soccer on the next level. We'll pass along some of those commitments as our game broadcast goes on, as Jess Boydum plays it back to the Norwin keeper, Sam Wexel. Wexel only a sophomore out there for the Knights. Touched along there by Mara O'Donnell on the far side, and kept in by Marley Smith, who's headed to play at Duquesne next year. Smith, the senior, again pushes it along to Lexi Colano. Colano going to Cincinnati next year, already 8 goals on the season. Runs into a Mustang wall there. Solid defense from Gianna Malika, but the Knights continue to pursue on. Emily Harrigan sending it down the far side again to a chasing Mara O'Donnell, looking for the cross. O'Donnell far side, chips it in the box. Mustangs trying to clear, but spun and kept alive on the right side. Shot on goal, blocked out in front by Sepik. Still loose, top of the box. Victor there again, almost deflected home. Still loose now on the backside, and the ball goes over that back line and out of play for a Norwin corner kick. So the Knights buzzing here in the opening 3.5 minutes. Already a goal from Victor. And they'll have another nice opportunity here on the corner kick, which will be taken by Michaela Livingston. Livingston playing D1 soccer next year. Dayton sends it into the box. Header out in front. Blocked there by Sepik, denying McKendra Walker. So Sepik, a nice save. Mustangs try to get it out of their own zone, but the Knights, a lot of speed out there, is playing it back as Lexi Kendro sends it back to Nikki Gresbeck. And a reset again to McKendra Walker. Jess Boydum now a touch. Far touch line again. Over to Marley Smith. And sent ahead on the attack. Here's Livingston. Up top again to Harrigan. Marissa Fiala comes into the mix for Laurel Highlands and comes out of the pack with the ball for the Mustangs and just looks to clear. Played all the way back there to Boydum. Gets a little help from McKendra Walker and sent back to the keeper, Wexel. Wexel now out on the near side to Nikki Gresbeck. Played almost 5 minutes of soccer. Norwin an early 1-0 lead over Laurel Highlands, and a nice run here for Lexi Kendro. Kendro double teamed, looking across. Sends it up top of the box, deflected back to Kendro, who again looks for the cross. Mustangs able to chip it out defensively. Macy Valek sending it back to Jess Boydum, who battles in there with Laurel Highlands' Bryn Lilly. And the ball deflected out of bounds on the far side. Last touch by the Mustangs going out, and Marley Smith take the throw in here for Norwin. Another quick chip out there off of Laurel Highlands' Erica Taran out. Norwin again reloads up top. Emily Harrigan works it off to her left to Alyssa Victor. Victor now in open space. Knights slow it down a bit, back to Gresbeck. Kresbach sending it far side of the box. Poked out by Wilhelm, but again kept alive by Boydum. Boydum getting around Lilly. Playing it right of the box. Pursuing down there Marley Smith. Shot on goal on the one-hopper. Picked up there by Anna Sepik on the shot from Mara O'Donnell. So Laurel Highlands doing their best to play with a very talented Knights team here today. Norwin with conference wins already this season over Latrobe by a score of 9-0. Albert Gallatin by a score of 12-0. And Connellsville by a score of 12-0. Of course, we saw the Mustangs take on the Falcons here last week. That was a game won in overtime by Connellsville over Laurel Highlands 4-3. Offsides call there against the Knights. Coming into the Laurel Highlands zone. And the Mustangs will take a free kick here. Macy Valek sends it over on the far side to Gianna Malika. And Malika will put it down. And Malika sends it down on the far side. Deflected high into the air on each side. Colano trying to keep it in there for the Knights and plays it off of a Mustang and out. And Marley Smith triggers it in here for Norwin. Chipped over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell plays it back off to her left to Nikki Kresbach. Kresbach from 30 out. Resets again to Walker. Mustangs a little pressure up top, and Bryn Lilly trying to free it up there to Kristen Marmol, the freshman starting on the front line tonight for the Mustangs, as the ball again played back to the Knights keeper, Sam Wexel. Reset again here on the near side to Kresbach. Nice little touch there from Victor. Kendro getting a touch. And sent ahead by Kresbach back to midfield. Played forward by Emily Harrigan, but pressured off the ball by Marissa Fiala. And a good move by Coach Sahida, I think, to put Fiala in that attacking mid position today, just trying to create, and it also allows Fiala to get back a little bit against a very talented Knights team here at Mustang Field. Another shot in open space, just going high from Norwin's Michaela Livingston. Livingston, the talented senior, we mentioned earlier, headed to the University of Dayton next year. And so far, knock on wood, Laurel Highlands hanging here in the opening 8 minutes. Our match officials here today, Johnny Marcolini and Don Catarino. Johnny was here for the thrilling Connellsville overtime win over Laurel Highlands last week. Knights another opportunity here, left side of the box, but unable to track it down is Lexi Kendro. Kendro already with 6 goals this season on the Norwin side. Looking for number 7. Only a sophomore, one of 4 sophomores in the starting lineup for the Knights today. Norwin with 5 seniors, 2 juniors, and 4 sophomores. Laurel Highlands, on the other hand, very young. 3 seniors, no juniors, 6 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. So 8 of the 11 starters for Laurel Highlands today, either sophomores or freshmen. That says a lot for the Mustangs, a very young team, but look for Laurel Highlands to be very dangerous over the next couple of years. Talking to Mustang head coach David Sahida, he expects Laurel Highlands to move down next year from AAA to AA based on enrollment. With many players coming back, Laurel Highlands could be very dangerous in the AA field. Norwin just passing it around out there right now. Up a goal 10 minutes in. Emily Harrigan. A little pressure there for Marissa Fiala, trying to keep it alive. Chips it back on the near touchline, looking there for Kresbach. We're going to have a foul called here on the field on the Mustangs. And Kresbach will push it back to Jess Boydum. Boydum, a senior headed to Virginia Tech next year, will take the free kick from 35 yards out here for the Knights. And Boydum sends it high. Would have been 3 on a Friday, but it goes over the goal here for a Mustang goal kick. As the sun pretty much set, game time temperature in the mid-70s here today. Really couldn't ask for better weather for high school soccer as we get into late September. as Malika sends it down the field. Headed there by Brittany O'Connell, who just checked into the game on the Norwin side. O'Connell a touch forward. Laying it back there to Emily Harrigan. Still on the attack up to Marley Smith. Smith into the box. And the ball will roll back to the keeper, Anna Sepik. A nice job defensively there for the Mustangs. And Nina Nickman on that back line. Not allowing any Knights to come free. And the Laurel Highlands Mustangs have been solid on that back wall. Haley Sutton also into the game for Laurel Highlands. Sutton did not get the start today, but has entered here in the opening 12 minutes. Now Erica Tarr, another sophomore, will trigger it in. And Fiala with the clear. Sending the Knights back into their own zone. McKendra Walker will play it once again back to the keeper, Sam Wexel. Wexel goes crossfield on the near side, and Gresbeck set for the run up the near touchline. Trying to get around Grace Chambers. Sends it off to her right, to Michaela Livingston. As the Knights continue to attack with Lexi Colano. Colano looking to center. Picked up again by the keeper, Sepik. And Laurel Highlands has done a nice job to limit quality scoring opportunities on the Knights side here in the opening 12 minutes. Boydum heads it back for the Norwin Knights. And again, they're on the attack. Alyssa Victor. Played on the far side. Over to Marley Smith. Centered and goes low and wide here on the near side for another Laurel Highlands goal kick. And time of possession and percentage of possession has certainly been dominated by the Knights so far today. It's pretty safe to say probably an